I hope everyone's welcome or happy that this episode exists. Paul and I were
Right.
talking about it's technically a holiday, and Paul and I are usually extremely liberal when we come to defining holidays and not podcasting.
Yeah.
But we do it for you, the people.
It's a bonus episode.
It is. It's a bonus episode where my TV is on the wrong setting because lighting continues to behoove me.
Well, maybe it may be a holiday. Sorry, it may be a holiday. Here he goes. But it's still a Monday.
It is a Monday. It's a double whammy of lack of content. Although,
Yes. Right.
I mean, so there was, I saw you wrote that it was all over. Some people took it way further than you did, talking about this deep dive into the Activision Blizzard, how it went down. And I read
Yeah.
everything. It's like, this is standard business shit.
If you had actually read this filing, which was a letter to shareholders basically asking them to approve the deal, it goes into mind-numbing detail about every single phone call, video conference, meeting, blah, 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 whatever. And, to me, whatever. The exact timing is whatever it is. I mean, I think the important thing, I think the things that are interesting about it is that there were, actually, I think over time, maybe 5 other entities involved, one of which was an individual that wanted to buy this company or merge with it in some capacity. Those other companies could never meet what Microsoft was offering, right? And it was some standard used car haggling going on there.
I mean, it's like, we'll offer 90. We wanted 100. Well, they settled at 95. And it's like...
Yeah. I mean, it's really kind of funny. The language it's just like a used car dealership. It's like, like I said, I'm not authorized to accept any deal that comes in under 95, by the board or whatever. It's like, okay, 95. We're not paying 100. So, yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's people were thinking it wasn't right for Microsoft to approach them after the scandal. Like, that's how this works. Like,
honestly, look, I love Phil Spencer. What he has done for both Xbox and the industry, I think, is historic and should be remembered and written about and whatever. This guy's vision for gaming is so right. But when this Activision stuff happened last fall, and he started tweeting like, we don't approve of this, and blah, blah, blah. I was like, dude, this is exactly what Xbox has done about terrible things for its entire existence. Lip service, no action. And I was like, you can't get on Twitter and complain about corporate culture at a place which allows the racism and misogyny and other terrible stuff that happens on Xbox Live every single day. You can't, like, it's just hypocritical. But he shut me the hell up because spending all that money and bought this company, and it's like, we're going to fix this. And I was like, oh my God, like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's one way to do it. It
good
is
for him,
That is absolutely one way to do that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but that's impressive,
Yeah. Yeah, you have to wonder what people inside the company, not the people who are cashing out, but people thinking like, there's light potentially at the end of the tunnel of how terrible this company is, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what the history of Activision's stock price was and what this looks like to a shareholder, right? So they settled on $95 a share or whatever. So I don't know what that is historically. But I think this company was facing some tough times. There's no doubt about that. And not because, the Call of Duty didn't go as good as it should have last year or whatever. There's some real serious issues with that company. It started at the top, frankly. This guy, I remember, a couple of weeks ago, I had said something like, this guy's apparently been the CEO since 1993.
Yeah.
And you say that out loud and you're like, there's no way that's true. Like, I'm like, I must have misinterpreted. No, that guy's been the CEO of Activision since 1993. How does a piece of crap like that guy last that long at any company? Like, it's incredible. So lots of problems there. But, we talk about Microsoft being a good steward for Minecraft. Oh my God. This this guy I just described as basically a saint on earth is maybe the only guy who can make it right at Activision Blizzard. It's incredible.
We'll see.
Yep.
We'll see. It's going to take a while.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm sure we'll be able to drag it out over a few more episodes, though. I mean, that's...
Yes. Well, we should just reserve this topic for every holiday show.
Yeah, just what's going on with Activision today?
What's going on with Microsoft and Activision.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you, way better than TikTok, right?
and Yahoo.
Yeah. Yep. Quantive, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was another top tier. They did a lot with Skype. I mean, they really
did they?
I mean, it still exists, I guess. So
it does still exist.
That's a step above
Bing still exists.
Yeah.
Bing, by the way, credited by Steve Ballmer as the reason Microsoft has a cloud business today. That fundamentally building that business was what gave them the expertise to do what they later did with Azure and all that other stuff.
Yeah, I could see that.
And Satya Nadella came up out of that part of the company. Coincidence or conspiracy? I don't know.
Yeah.
The Bingification of Microsoft is complete. Thought it was a failure.
I got nothing.
I know. I'm just turning into a bad Mel Gibson movie over here.
They're good ones.
I don't know.
Shocking 0.0% of people Apple is preparing to refresh their laptops with.
Yeah.
I know this is crazy. They're going to go from the M1 Pulsar to the M2. Crazy.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Maybe they'll have an M3
same
at some
for
point.
10 years like they did with Mac OS 10.
Yeah. Yeah. And 1.5, 1. They should have named them after something.
Right.
Fish in the sea.
Look, I don't really care too much about the Mac, I guess, just because I've used it so much and I just know I don't care. But I will say this. Those new MacBook Airs look amazing.
Oh, they're going to sell like crazy.
Oh, that's just, yeah, it's like a Pez dispenser popping out MacBook Airs, you know. They're going to sell a ton of those. Beautiful.
Yep. I bet we look back on this period, well, maybe not, but maybe. Like when we look back and think about PCs in the 90s, we all think of gray, beige boxes. Like that's it. For the past 10 years, not holistically, but it's mostly been silver and dark silver. That's it.
That's right. That's true.
That's what you get.
What's funny about this is, and it's not funny because people will do this. This will be retroactively credited to Steve Jobs because he was really into the color stuff with the first iMac and the first iBooks, and they really walked away from that. Like I don't remember exactly when it happened. Sometime between the G3 and the G4 or something. They just went to industrial metal, and that was the end of that. But this is a return to that, but in I would say a more tasteful way. The iMac and especially the iBook were just garish. You know, they were plasticky and childish. It's just really bad. But this is kind of pastel colors, metal, elegant. It's really neat. And I don't you see a picture one and you're like, why? What took so long with this? This is an obvious direction. It's good.
Yeah, I mean it is what it is.
Yeah,
not a whole lot else going on. It's President's Day here in the U.S., so markets are closed. Most companies are doing things. I don't know.
This would probably be a bad day to try to go to the DMV, right? I assume those are closed today.
Well, you should go. Let me know.
I will go. I got nothing else going on, so stand in line outside and wait for a door to open.
Maybe when you're done there, go to the post office, see if you can get some stamps.
Yes,
load up.
I have something to ship today too. Yeah.
See, there you go.
Perfect.
Maybe do you need to go to the bank? Maybe deposit a check. Write a check.
I do need to go to a bank.
There you go.
That's true. This is the trifecta of things to do on a federal holiday. I think I'll try all three of them. And then I'll call you at 1 and tell you how it went.
Yeah, I was going to say, then we'll record tomorrow's podcast today as Paul is just in a seething rage.
I thought we had nothing to talk about yesterday. Wait till you hear tomorrow.